If your opening scene is boring and not keeping your readers reading your story, I'm going to help you fix that right now. Welcome to part 9 of my series of showing how screenwriters and fiction authors can use tarot cards and a tarot spread to write a 5-dimensional opening scene so that their readers will continue reading their story. Now don't worry, if you have never read or touched a tarot card in your life, I'm going to show you actually how to read one right now. For this series, I am using the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. However, if you are writing a mermaid story, I'm going to encourage you to go out and buy a mermaid deck. There are plenty of them. If you are writing a pirate story, I do know of one pirate deck. If you're writing a zombie story, go out and buy a zombie deck. We want to use the images of the tarot cards to help bring the world that you're trying to create to life. In this video, we're going to be going through card E, which is the physical state of your main character in the opening scene. Get your screenshot fingers ready. This is your physical state card. This is the first set of prompts you're going to use when reading the tarot card. And this is your second set of prompts. And this is the full spread for those of you who are behind or want to work ahead. The card that I've drawn for the physical state in the opening scene is the World card. As mentioned in previous videos, the tarot is separated into 2 arcanas, the Major Arcana and the Minor Arcana. The Major Arcana are the big lessons of life. Who we are, what, when, where, how, why, all the big lessons, getting married, moving, colleges, what's my career going to be, who am I as a person. The Minor Arcana, while still important, is more like what did I have for breakfast, more of like the everyday life lessons that we're going to learn on a day-to-day basis. The World is completion in the Major Arcana. So this is, we've learned a lesson. We have gotten to the end of something. We've learned everything we need to learn with this lesson, and we are getting prepared to go on to a new cycle. This circle here that's like the circle of life, it just keeps going and going and going. So how do we connect that with our main character's physical state? Because we have completion here, I feel like with the physical state, our main character is pretty healthy. Our main character has learned what they need to learn from this, wherever they're at, their homeland, their home area, whoever they need to learn from. They've probably reached a little bit of a plateau with learning, maybe even with their physical state, and they're ready to go off onto a new cycle. It's kind of getting the world, it just keeps going round and round, and they're kind of ready for something new. Going a little bit further, how do we connect this with the rest of the spread? So this is the rest of the spread that we had with the cards that we've already pulled. This is our physical state, but we started out with the opening hook, which is someone who doesn't really want to release some resources, it seems like. There's some anxiety going on with that. There's a parental figure here that is the problem, that seems to be maybe possibly in agreement, not wanting things to change. Their word is the highway kind of a thing, my way or the highway. We do have this new character here that is the solution to the problem, and this person seems to have a new idea about how to handle the situation. Then we have the conclusion card here, which is the justice card, which is all about fairness. It seems like with this card being reversed, someone's going to not get something that's fair to them, or someone's going to feel like something is unfair. But then we go to the contribution card, which is the hermit reversed. Usually when the hermit comes into play, it means that the person needs to stay alone, but this hermit seems to really be this main character really seems to wanting to go out and explore the world. Our mental state, they seem to be holding on to a lot of stress. They're not willing to delegate. They're not delegating different responsibilities, or maybe a lot of things are on their back. This is what comes next. So this is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is someone who's willing to go out onto a new adventure or do something without actually knowing what the consequences are of that action. The physical state. So this is the World. So again, someone who is very ready to go, very physically capable, they've reached a plateau with where they're at, and they're just kind of ready to go on and explore the new cycle and embody the Fool. Join me in part 10, where we're going to be going through the F card, which is how the main character is feeling in this opening scene. See you next time.